So we have a show suggestion here from one of our listeners. Tom sent in this message. He says, "Hi, big fan of your podcast." Thank you so much, Tom. We love to hear that. And he says, "Maybe you can talk about ethical ways to respond to life-threatening pregnancies. Thank you."
This, like I said, relates to our little open there, no compromise, no exception, no apology. And this is the most difficult issue that comes up. They say, well, a woman has got a condition that would cause her to die. Are you going to say she has to die in order to preserve the life of the unborn child? Several things need to be brought up here. First off, the number of situations that occur today with modern medicine in which a woman's pregnancy threatens her life are very close to zero.
Yeah, they're very small.
Very rare. And furthermore, there is no condition that a woman can suffer from that she's cured by having an abortion. Abortion doesn't cure anything. It's not a treatment for anything. But the pro-aborts will twist this around to make it look like 90% of the women who have abortions are having them because they were either raped or they were the victim of incest or the pregnancy threatens their life. And the reality is that most studies show somewhere between 1% and 3% of all abortions occur as a result of all of those things, not just any one individual one, but all of them.
Well, they use these extreme cases, this little small window of cases, the 2%, to try to justify and open the door for the other 95, 97% of them, because they know that there's no really good argument or justification for those. So all they have is extreme cases.
Right. First off, before we go further on that score, let's talk about the possibility that, we've got this extraordinarily rare case that the pregnancy is causing a threat to the woman's life. Our position is not that, and this is something that the pro-aborts have always tried to paint us, they will say, well, you're saying that the baby's life is more important than the mother's life. That's not our position.
No, our position is that they are both equal.
They're equal. And in this extraordinarily rare case, if it ever does come up, and I've had board-certified OBGYNs tell me that this never occurs, but let's just say that it did, then what's the solution to that? And the solution is that the doctor should be allowed to do anything that's necessary to save the woman's life, but he must also attempt to save the baby's life. The life of both of them is equal. If in the process of saving one of their lives, the other one dies, that has to be seen as a regrettable but lawful outcome. But the fact is, it almost never happens. And if in those 1 in a trillion cases that it might happen, again, the physician should be allowed to do anything necessary to save the life of both of them.
Exactly.
But under no conditions, and this is the important thing, under no conditions should he be taking any type of action, medical procedure or whatever, whose intent is to cause the life of one or the other of them.
Exactly.
The issue here is, what does he intend to happen? And the intent must always be to save both of them.
Well, the intent of medicine should always be to help, to cure, to treat.
Right.
And abortion is none of those things.
None of those
abortion
things.
is the deliberate taking of human life. End of story.
That's all it is. Let me draw an analogy here.
Okay.
I want you to think about Siamese twins or conjoined twins. And let's say that a doctor concluded, and by the way, before we continue with this analogy, let's make the point. Siamese twins are two separate people. They may be joined, but they're two individual human beings, right?
Exactly.
Just like an unborn child and a mom. And let's say that the doctor said, we could save one of these Siamese twins by intentionally killing the other one. There's not a doctor on earth that would do that. There's no medical ethics that would justify someone going in and intentionally killing one of the Siamese twins in order to save the other one.
Right.
But they might try to save both of them.
As they should.
As they
That's
should.
their job.
And one of them might die in that process if they're separating them. But they would never intentionally kill one Siamese twin to save the other one. So again, the issue is always, what did the actor intend to happen as opposed to what might have actually happened? A legitimate physician would never say, I will intentionally take the life of the unborn child to save the mother, any more than you'd say, I'd intentionally take the life of the mother to save the unborn child. They're equally important, and their right to life is equal.